Hello, beautiful souls. So today is a gardening day because I'm preparing for solstice and I'm having a gathering live in person here in Tulalip. So if you're local and you want to join me, please put solstice in the comments down there. And not only that, but if you are non-local, then you can also put solstice in there, and I'm going to do my best to zoom the wolf abundance ceremony to everybody then. So here we go. And I wear a hat in the yard, in the garden, because a few years ago I had skin cancer on my nose, and so my nose needs to be protected. So this is my garden outfit, and no rings, no nail polish, no lipstick, none of that jazz, because the garden is forgiving. And hey Hector, hey Lorraine. Okay, and today I'm using sweetgrass. See, it's like a smile. So today I'm using sweetgrass because we're coming to the very end of spring. We all think, oh, now it's summer, but you know, in actuality, winter solstice, summer solstice down there. So we're way down there, past the tail of the feather. And the east, the element of east, which is springtime, is all about, hey Meg, is all about perseverance and tenacity, objectivity, and the ability to hang on. So we've got the 21st is solstice. So we have from now until the 21st. And so this is the 7th, my dad's birthday. So happy birthday, Daddy. And we have 14 days to finish up anything, hey Meg, anything from this spring. And I don't know about you, but I found winter and spring challenging this year. So we're going to raise the vibe on that. We're going to change it up. We're going to get ready for a fantastic summer. And you might notice that what we've been doing hasn't worked. And it isn't working. Hi, Marianne. And it ain't gonna work. So there's a tarot card that speaks to that. It's the 8 of Cups. So those of you who have a tarot deck, you can pull up the 8 of Cups and you can look in your life. What emotionally hasn't worked? What emotionally isn't working? And if it hasn't worked and it isn't working, then you can pretty much count that it ain't gonna work. So what is it that in these last 2 weeks of spring, before summer solstice, what is it that you can tend to? You know, here in Washington, we've had an extremely wet time. And so, you know, there are some of my plants, because today's a gardening day, getting ready for solstice here in Tulalip. So what is it that still needs tending to for you? What do you need to persevere on? And where do you need to endure? Where do you need to create endurance? Well, the seagrass is growing all the way up to my shoulder. So where I need endurance is the ability to swing a weed whacker, to get that down, because we're going to drum the sun down on June 18th, right here. Hey, Thomas. how to Zoom with everybody here, the Wolf Abundance ceremony. Oh, thanks for that, love. So I'm in the garden today. I am cutting away all that no longer serves me. It's time for us. It's time for us to cut away all that no longer serves. It might even be an opinion of yourself. Because if we don't have everything we desire, it's because we don't believe we can. And when you take a moment and you're honest with yourself, you'll know that that is the truth. No matter how big or small the something is, if you ain't got it, because you don't believe you can. So what if we use these next 2 weeks to really bust that incredible bogus belief? What if, ooh, itchy nose, gonna kiss a fool. Okay, so what if we change up that belief? Because, you know, it's out there in the spiritual community. And I say to you, I just got finished saying this, if you don't have everything you want, it's because you don't believe you can. Well, what if we change up that belief? What if we change it to something that works better? How about this? If I haven't got everything that I desire, I'm perhaps resisting it. And in that resistance, I'm not open and available to receive. What if that's the truth? Or part of the truth? I prefer that myself. If I don't have everything that I want, and I like desire, and I catch myself all the time saying want, because want is lack. Desire is like, ooh, it's way more juicy. It's way more open. And it also is a higher frequency word. It means of the Father. So we were all trained up. Well, I'm going to make an assumption here, so I'll just back up. I was trained up that the Father knows best. Turns out, ain't true. And not only that, but I was trained up, probably just like you, that God is a guy with a creepy white beard. Well, what if that's not true either? What if we're all a reflection of God, the divine, however you see it? And I used to say God is the big chicken in the sky. Because when you recognize that your desires are there, but maybe you are not open to them. Hey, Ted! Maybe you are not open to having your desires fulfilled. Maybe there's a part of you, a tiny little part. Maybe like, see this whole logo back up? Maybe it's small like that, just like the head of that rattle. But what if it's stopping you? So what if you pray openness, open to receive all that the universe has for you? Open to outcome, but not attached. God, what a place of benevolence, right? I mean, just sitting going, I'm open to receive all that the universe has for me without attachment to outcome. Well, what that means is you surrender. You surrender. You surrender. So I had a couple of days of doing easy because I like to be in charge. And I like to guide things. I feel comfortable there. So I decided when I was with a group of, they were all women actually, I decided, I watched this woman and she said, oh, I'm easy. And I went, and then I watched and she was easy. And I went, I'm going to try that. So I announced, okay, today I'm easy. And I had a lovely day, not being the guide, not being the one who says, you know, efficiently we'll go here first and then there and then this other place. But give it a go. Let someone else be in charge and be a follower. You know, my mama said to me, Sheila, don't be a sheep. Anyone can be a sheep. Be a shepherd. So here I am. Thank you, Mama. So gratitude for my parents. Love and above. So I'm preparing for Solstice. I'm preparing for a gathering here live and in person, hugs available. And if you want to know about it, write Solstice down there. And this preparation it's big because we had crazy storms here on the bay this winter. My honeysuckle has bent over and is about 4 feet tall now. So to get under, to get by, you have to go under. So I'm elevating that. I'm doing other things to prepare the land for this because it feels like this solstice, it can be when we put our intention to love and above, this can be a groundbreaking year. We can achieve and accelerate and love more. And you know what? Whether you've actually made a financial contribution to people who are suffering or not, when we put them in our prayers, they feel that. There are letters from the Ukraine that say that. There were people in Syria who said that. So let us share our love, because your heart radiates out 360 degrees. And you know what it starts with? It starts with not judging yourself. Do you ever catch yourself, your itty bitty shitty committee is just having a good time about weed whacking, and why isn't the strawberry patch looking better and blah, blah, blah. Well, it isn't looking any better because I haven't put any effort there. And when you say that to yourself, hey, Donna, when you say, well, that hasn't changed because I haven't put any conscious effort there. So today's the day. I'm in my garden outfit and I'm going to go out. I'm going to talk to all the weeds. I'm going to let them know that where they are is not where they're meant to be. I'm going to protect my nose from the sun. And I'm going to enjoy every minute. Because to me, nature is healing. The other really cool thing that my parents did was they raised me way out in the woods. So being social, I think there were like 150 trailers in our construction camp. And we were bussed. Took an hour and a half. I might be stretching a bit, not sure. But it was like 15 miles. It was a terrible road. We didn't have to walk. And I was bussed for grade 7, 8, and 9 into a school where grade 7 to 12 was all in one room. And there were some rowdy boys out there. They would just turn their desk around and sit backwards. This was up in a place called Lodgepole. Check it out. My dad was a dam builder. So we were there. Well, he stayed after sent me back to that girls' boarding school, I was not going to get on the second plane. I was going to refuse to get on that plane. Now, I was just bullshitting because I had no balls back then. But apparently part of me was very convincing. So we moved to the city. We moved to Calgary. And if you want to know more, there's a post I did. It said, do you even know what I do? Because most of us don't know what each other does. Are you aware of that? Isn't that, I mean, that just hit me right now. I don't know what most of you do. I don't know what your passions are. I don't know what makes your heart sing. How wacky is that? So, in this 29 days of me, what you're going to see is more of what I do. Because I can be all love, but what's the action that follows that love? Well, the action for me is sharing my gifts. And so, if you've been wanting to make a drum, I have a retreat coming up. And one of the women in the retreat said, well, could you just invite people to make a drum? And I hadn't thought of that. So if you want to make a drum with me, you want to do it this month on the 26th of June, then put drum in the comments. If you're wanting to come to the solstice, put solstice in the comments. Beach walk, wolf abundance ceremony, drumming the sundown, and we might just celebrate my birthday. So if you're up for that, if you want to make a drum, let me know. That's different than the solstice. All right, let's raise the vibe. Oh, thanks for that love. And let's devote the next 2 weeks from now until the solstice on the 20th, the 21st. Look at all that love. Let's just devote ourselves to love. Yeah, let's devote ourselves. Hey, Barbara, yay. Let's devote ourselves to what do we need to be tenacious about before summer solstice happens. What is it and how is it that we can increase our endurance and our perseverance? Those are all attributes of the East, from winter solstice to here, and now we're moving into summer. So what is it? What is it that you need to persevere about? What is it that you can tidy up? I'm sorry, this is winter, and this is spring, and then this is summer over here, and this is autumn. So, what is it from the element of the East that you need to finish before summer solstice? All right, let's raise the vibe to love and above. And in these last few minutes, let's focus our considerable energy and attention and affection on anyone, anywhere who needs it. No matter what their circumstances are, we're just gonna love them up. And let this vibration go right through you as well. Let you be loved up. Thank you for that love. Right back at good. Drums clear the air. They switch up the frequency. They are amazing for heart healing because you hold it right there. And that drum beat is the mother. It's the earth, the symbol of the drum, the Mother Earth. All right, everyone, let's give away some love so we can get some. All right, energize your hands. And now let's take that energy and turn it inward first. Yes, soak it up, love it up. One more time. Nice big breath. Allow your shoulders to move. Do you know your lungs are way up here under your their clavicle here, and they're way down there at the bottom of your ribs. That whole space is for you to breathe more fully. All right. There we go. Now, I open freely. Now feel into that freedom. Open your chest, allow those muscles that if you've been doing this, they finally get to stretch out. I open freely to give, accept, and embrace all that the universe has for me. One more time. I open freely to give it away, give it away, give it away. Embrace big bowls with your hands. That's the accepting part. Wow. Okay. Accept and embrace. There we go. All right. One more time. Let me see if I can get it all together this time. Okay. Feel your feet on the ground. I'm feeling a little woo like that. Okay. Hey, Melissa. All right. One last time. I open freely to give, accept, yay, and embrace all that the universe has for me. Open to outcome, but not attached. That and just love everybody are two of the most growthful, most life enhancing, most stretching things that I have ever done. So open your heart to receive and allow it to flow out as well. All right. And in case no one has told you so far today, you are amazing. And I'll see you tomorrow back in the garden. If you want to come for Solstice or if you want to be included in the Zoom part of it, then just make a little note down there and I'll get you on the list. All right. Thank you for all that love, Lorene. Isn't she wonderful? Bye, everyone.